Discuss this example. See what we have to prove. We have to prove that if A is real number, non-zero real number, then inverse of A is nothing but A. That means if you take twice inverse, you will have the original element A. This thing we have to prove. Let us start. We have what we have. We have A belongs to R and A is not equal to 0. So A is non-zero element, therefore multiplicative inverse exists. So therefore I can write A inverse exists. Okay. See, we know that A inverse is multiplicative inverse of A. Multiplicative inverse of A, right? So therefore we can write A into A inverse is equal to 1. So you know that multiplicative inverse. What is multiplicative inverse of 5? 1 by 5 obviously. So 5 into 1 by 5 is equal to 1 we will have. But we know the property of multiplication, it is commutative. You can interchange. So therefore A inverse into A is equal to 1 because multiplication is commutative. Short forms I have used. Okay, see, implies A is multiplicative inverse of A. Okay, since we have changed their positions, getting now what we say, A inverse is multiplicative inverse of A, but now the positions are changed, so therefore A is multiplicative inverse of A inverse. Getting my point? It is just like this. A into B is equal to 1, so we say B is the inverse of A. But if I write in this way, B into A is equal to 1, then we say A is inverse of B. Getting? So positions are changed, so that's why we can write in the reverse way. But what is actual inverse of A inverse? But A inverse of inverse is multiplicative inverse of A inverse. Multiplicative inverse of A inverse. You are getting the logic. What is inverse of B? B inverse. What is inverse of C? C inverse. We are getting what is inverse of D? D inverse. So what is A inverse? Inverse of A inverse? A inverse inverse. In that way, in that logic, we can write A inverse is a multiplicative inverse of A inverse. Here we are saying A is multiplicative inverse of A inverse, and here we are saying A inverse is a multiplicative inverse of A inverse, but multiplicative inverse is unique. That means there are no any two different multiplicative inverse. There is only one multiplicative inverse. So I will mention here. This thing we have already proved, huh? But multiplicative inverse is unique. So therefore what can we see? That's why we can say both of them are not different, both of them are same. So therefore A inverse is nothing but A, since both are inverse of A inverse. So in this way we have proved. Make a screenshot of it. After that we will go for next example. Okay, let us prove this thing. What we have to prove, it's very obvious, we know, but we have to prove using the laws which we have, right? So what we have to prove, A into 0, if you have any real number A into 0 is 0 and 0 into A is also 0. This thing we have to prove. What we have learned, we know that 0 is additive identity. So let us use this fact. So we know that, I will write, we know that 0 is additive identity. What is meaning of that? That is, therefore, x plus 0 is equal to x we will have for all x belongs to R. Getting? So if you add 0 in any real number, you will have the same number for any real number x belongs to R. So particularly what will I take? X is equal to 0. I am putting x is equal to 0. What will happen then? So x is equal to 0. 0 is already there. So x is equal to 0. So we will have 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. Now I am going to multiply both sides by A. Multiplying both sides both sides by a. They are given that a I am using to multiply both sides by a. So what will you get? So therefore a 0 plus 0 is equal to a into 0. I have multiplied this left hand side by a. I have multiplied right hand side by a. You know multiplication, that means that distributive law. So therefore a into 0 plus a into 0 is equal to a into 0 by distributive law, by or distributive property. We have learned it, okay? Distributive property. So that means if addition and multiplication is there, you can multiply one by one. I will call it as equation number 1. Okay. See, but 0 is additive identity. 0 is additive identity. We have already used this thing. 0 is additive identity. Again I am using it. So therefore, a into 0 plus 0 is equal to a into 0. Suppose a into 0 is one number. If you add 0 in a into 0, you will have the same number. That means a into 0. This is my equation number 2. So now from 1 and 2, tell me what can we write from 1 and 2? What is right hand side? A into 0. What is right hand side? A into 0. That means equation 1 and equation 2. Both of them have right hand side same. So therefore, we can say left hand sides are also same. So therefore, a into 0, left hand sides are same, a into 0 plus a into 0. Here, left hand side is a into 0 plus 0. Right? You remember cancellation law. So that means a plus b is equal to a plus c. We can cancel a from both sides and we write b is equal to c. So therefore, a into 0, I am cancelling a into 0 from both sides. This a into 0 is equal to 0 by cancellation law. Cancellation law. Okay. See, let me remove this part. But you know that multiplication is commutative. So therefore, a into 0, this is nothing but 0 into a is equal to 0. Since multiplication is commutative. I have written in shortcut. Commutative. So therefore, a into 0 is 0 and 0 into a is also 0. So therefore, what can we conclude? So therefore, a into 0, that is 0, and 0 into a, that is also 0. So in this way, we have proved. You can make a screenshot of it. After that, we will stop. Thank you. Bye bye.